I am Steph.
And I'm Jack Nicholson. No.
You don't even look like Jack Nicholson.
No, I don't. Well, we didn't have a broken door, so I could peek my face out. I didn't have an axe. I didn't have a...
You're not ready for the stream.
No.
We are playing The Shining.
I didn't have
in case you were wondering.
creepy girl anywhere except for you. I mean, it did have you.
Isn't his name Johnny? Here's Johnny.
Yes.
Is that his name?
I think so. I can't remember. It's been a while.
I tried to find a Giphy, but nobody knew what I was talking about. And I've never seen the movie. It's way too scary for me. But I hear that they follow the movie in this escape room or escape the game type.
Yeah, they
room,
said that it was
very well.
I think Jay said that they worked really hard on not putting in anything that wasn't part of the movie experience, or get too far out of line with canon.
So I don't know how well that's going to translate.
Jack Torrance.
Okay, thank you. I don't know how well that's going to translate into this.
Yeah, we don't have a typewriter.
Because I really have no reference except for an axe and him hitting the door saying, "Here's Johnny," which I thought it was Johnny, but I guess it's Jack. Or here's...
It's for Johnny Carson reference.
I don't know.
Anyway.
Anything scary I'm not good about.
So it's been a long time since I've seen The Shining.
We should say that this is an escape the room. We are going to go through puzzles that if you were to buy this game, you will also encounter.
First of all, we should say this is The Shining Escape from the Overlook Hotel game.
I said it was The Shining, but I didn't say Escape from the Overlook Hotel game.
The reason it is important, and you should probably put this somewhere in your description or whatever, is that there are 2 games that are called The Shining that were published in 2020.
But only one from the op, which I have the op right next to it. So
got you.
Hopefully that will clarify that.
Absolutely. So, this is a Coded Chronicles game, is what they call these.
Oh.
The previous one that they have released was called, I don't remember the exact name of it, but it was the Scooby-Doo Coded Chronicles game.
The Escape from Haunted Mansion.
And it was really good.
It's really good.
I was really surprised.
If you like Scooby-Doo.
Because
it felt like Scooby-Doo.
I've gotten really jaded with escape room type games. With some of the exits and unlocks, and some of them are really well done. Escape in a box, escape the room, exit, unlock. Some of them are really well done, and some of them just leave me shaking my head. No, this is just not.
Yeah, we've played a lot of different types of these games. So.
And I'll normally like these sorts of games.
Yeah.
But I think the puzzles are meant to be too gotcha clever and not puzzle clever. I was a code breaker in the military. So
he wants to break the codes.
I like breaking codes. I don't like silly, stupid, you should have understood that the red on this weird thing over here where there's not any other colors anywhere. I mean, some of them are obvious. There were colored pool balls in one. And it's obvious that you need to put the right pool balls in the right spots. That I totally get. That's fine. This is when there's an obscure thing out there and you sort of had to stretch. Oh, if you had thought this way, you would have gotten it. No, it's just pass. And there are too many of them like that. I think a lot of the puzzle writers have just they've run out of fresh ideas, and I think there need to be some fresh faces in the industry. I think the Secret Adventures of Oz. We played that on a train in Alaska/Canada, and it was fantastic.
It was great, yeah.
It was great.
It was fun. That was a good one.
But
there were some outside the box puzzles in that too, but I liked it because it was a thematic outside the box
the outside the box made sense.
Right. There's a time and a place.
There's a time and a place for it.
The other times in some of the exit games are like less fun.
It's
so
just
we don't know anything about this one yet because
I think
we haven't played it.
I think they're also trying too hard to make you destroy components. Mm-hmm. I think they don't like the resale of their escape games, and so they're like, oh, if we put in this crappy cut this thing up puzzle and fold it together, they can't possibly resell it. So. And I think that's driving their decisions a lot more than just making good puzzles. And it's frankly burned me out. I really liked how they handled Scooby-Doo. They're not worried so much about, hey, destroy these components. At least I don't recall there being any of those in Scooby-Doo. They just decided to make a good game.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you, Corsi. I appreciate it. It was a long time ago. I did basic training. Went to language school, learned Chinese. Went to Intel school, learned how to be Intel analyst. And then I went to a unit where I washed trucks and trained ROTC cadets in flag detail and funeral detail and trash cleanup and everything other than Intel. And it was demoralizing. So I was trained to be a code breaker. And when I decided to get out early, joined the reserves and did more of the same. When I actually did do some code breaking, they said, oh, we found this thing out. I found this same thing out several years ago, and NATO said I didn't have enough proof for this, and we're going to put you in for a medal and get you promotion. I got nothing. I got nothing. I broke this code that they were working on, and so basically in the reserves you go 1 weekend a month and 2 weeks in the summer. So we were on one of our weekend drills, and there was this practice thing going on, this practice drill. And so there was like this answer key. And I came up with what was different than the answer key. And I took it to the chief and he said, this is the same thing I found like 2 years ago. Sent it to NATO. They said I didn't have enough evidence. And so all of a sudden this reserve practice mission turned into a real actual mission and didn't get a thing for it. And I was good at it. And I got sent to a bad unit. Sometimes these things happen. 30 years ago.
But you still like code breaking.
Still love code breaking. I just
and you still love Chinese.
I do still love Chinese.
Yeah.
So I can still speak it. It's really weird because
awesome.
Someone will ask me to speak Chinese and I'll say, and they'll be like, what did you say? I said, what did you want me to say?
Exactly.
That's what I said in Chinese.
I don't know.
And so...
I think that's cool.
Yeah, I've been to China 5 times.
It's a lot of times.
It's really good.
That's really far.
And I went to these places that are not touristy. And so whenever a blonde-haired, blue-eyed guy goes to these remote locations,
they're like, whoa.
They've never seen a guy like me before. So I'm like weird. They're touching my hair.
Well, you do have good hair.
Yeah. So, but... Yeah, we were teaching English to high school kids, and they loved us. High school and junior high kids, they loved us.
That's good.
So I got tons of pictures.
Let's play.
So, read me first.
Okay.
Welcome to the Overlook Hotel. Danny and Wendy need your help to escape. Something malevolent has sunk its claws into the very soul of Jack Torrance. There it is. Thanks, Shrek. And it's up to you to help his family escape from the Overlook Hotel before he finds them and does something unspeakable. Take on the roles of Wendy and Danny Torrance as you learn more about the twisted history of the sinister hotel. Can you keep your wits about you and solve the mysteries of the Overlook Hotel? So, we have these little character standees. They actually stand up. So these little pieces... They've got little feet on them that you can bend out so that you can actually walk them around. For these purposes, since so much of it is overhead, we're just going to keep these dudes flat. And I think that'll probably work out better.
Yeah.
So we have, we've got 4 journals here. 2 for Wendy, 1 for Danny, and 1 for, it says guest list. Visitor book on it.
Oh, okay.
So it's 2 journals, a kid's composition book, and an Overlook Hotel guest register.
Nice.
So we've taken these cards out of the pack. We have not shuffled them. Oh, real quick word. We're going to play Act 1 out of 2.
Yeah, there's 2 acts.
2 acts. Rad drum. Rad drum. We don't shuffle these. We don't shuffle the room tiles. We got some room tiles here. And a stack of envelopes that you do not open until you're instructed. There will be spoilers in this. If you don't want to be spoiled on Act 1, don't watch any farther. But if you do, if you sort of like play along with us, you could get this game and pick up Act 2 whenever you get the game.
Yep.
So, then play the second act.
And we encourage you to express your mind in the chat.
Absolutely. And we will, we'll ask, not sure what the right plan to do is. What should we do? And you guys can help. Maybe.
Yeah. We could talk about it.
We could talk about it. So, excuse me. So we're going to be putting room tiles on the table that will represent the Overlook Hotel. And we're going to keep adding more rooms and more rooms. Each room tile can only fit one way. You'll always be told where to put it, and the colored doorways will line up. As you progress through the game, you may gain or lose access to characters. I think the Scooby-Doo game handled this really, really well. Because sometimes, you know how, like, you guys have seen Scooby-Doo. So, like, you'll have the 5 people go into the Haunted Mansion. And, like, Fred, Daphne, and Velma will all get taken by a trapdoor. And so all you're left with is Shaggy and Scoob.
I was thinking that would have been so much fun to do on a stream. But...
Like, for sure. Yeah.
That's basically all of our Scooby-Doo adventures was him doing this the whole time.
Like, it was me doing the voices.
Yeah. I don't know any of the voices for this. Yeah,
Shaggy. And then we're going to solve the crime.
Velma.
No, that was Fred.
Oh.
Velma is like... And I already knew the answer to this. So, I need the glass, put on the glasses. There we go. You got Velma. So, anyway. So you go around... And then all of a sudden you'll gain access to somebody because you'll open up a door and then you'll let Velma out of this locked bathroom. And then you can use her abilities as well. So Shaggy has an ability of...
Eating.
No, that was Scooby.
Oh.
Scooby sniffed or ate?
No.
Shaggy ate, maybe.
Shaggy always was eating.
I can't remember. But...
Yeah. It was to their character.
And Velma thought about things, and Daphne and or Fred investigated things,
researched,
and Fred and Daphne's were sort of similar. So based on who you are playing, you are going to interact with things in different ways.
And I think that's what's going to happen here.
Right, and so you notice that there is a 1 on Wendy, and it says look, and there's a 4 on Danny, and it says shine. So all work and no play makes Steph a dull girl. So this is something that it like types out on a typewriter. So yeah, I think it's all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy.
Any references to the movie, I will.
Right over her head.
But I'll just assume that
I will get them. Red Rum. I will get those references.
See, I don't know what that means either.
So like Red Rum was on it was like written on like a door or something. You see it in the mirror, it turns into murder.
Yeah. I remember that.
Yeah.
Was that like a Stephen King thing though?
I believe The Shining is a Stephen King.
Oh, I thought it was like a different Stephen King, but maybe
a different Stephen King.
Like, wasn't it like a recent movie that I remember seeing it on a trailer recently?
There was a not a remake, but it was like The Shining like 30 years later or something. Or
I just remember like the attic room with like the murder. Everything was like backwards. Come play with us.
Come play.
That sounds familiar.
Those are those. Well, I mean, The Shining's been in pop culture for.
I mean, yeah.
So
I wrote it. Yeah, I know. I figured. There's always a reason.
So you can move any character into any room that they can access through unlocked doors. So you can go back to a previous room or whatever. You're supposed to cooperate through the game. No player has control of a single character. Anyone can do anything or make any suggestion. So anyone can control Wendy, for example, and her actions are determined by the group. Hey, guess what? Y'all are part of the group.
Yay!
Each character has 2 abilities. It's look and use. So you guys are seeing the use side. And he has look and shine.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. King meets Stanley Kubrick. I mean, yeah, fantastic.
Kubrick is crazy.
So in Scooby-Doo, they only had 1 ability. So it's cool. These have 2 abilities.
Well, it's because there's only 2 characters. Is why.
So, to find clues and put abilities to use, you're going to slide a character so that the look or shine ability number on the base is lined up with the beginning of a number on a room tile or a clue card. Check this cool thing out. It actually says 1101. And that's if you look at 101. It'll make 1101. I think it's really clever how they did that.
Yeah.
So like in Scooby-Doo, Fred had a book, Daphne had a book, Velma had a book, Scooby had a book, Shaggy had a book.
It looks like similar things are happening here.
Sort of, yeah. But, you know, Danny only has 1 book.
Yeah.
But yeah, similar things are sort of happening.
That's true.
But those are her numbers, 1 and 2. Those are his numbers, 3 and 4.
Got it.
So it is a similar sort of thing. Each character has their books. So, use works slightly differently. So that's with look or shine or this other look from Wendy. Wendy and Danny each have a look. Danny also has a shine. Use is the 2, and it works slightly differently. You'll never use a 3-digit number that already exists. To use, you have to combine 2 items together. One of them has a 1-digit code. One of them has a 2-digit code on it. What you're going to do is you're going to put those together to create a 3-digit number. The easiest way to think about it is using an X 1-digit with or on Y 2 digits. Using it with or using it on. Either way. Once
So
you've
like a hammer and a nail.
Now, in Scooby-Doo, you could put them in any order. I'm not sure whether it's that way now. But that's how you would combine things that way. Once you've combined the 2 items, then you put that number 2 for the use. Because Danny can't use. Only Wendy can use because he doesn't have that ability.
Right.
You put the 2 in front of that 3-digit code, and then you'll come up with what it is. For example, using this hammer with an 8 on this key return place is a 53. So you'd have 2, 8, 5, 3. You'll whack the key return thing with a hammer. Hey, guess what? You're going to get some keys. You're going to break in and get those keys.
Yeah.
Hopefully. So I think that's a really good way to do these escape room games. I think the unlock way was the previous best way I had seen, where you put 2 things together and you come up with a new card number.
Yep.
Add them together. I think that works on the whole really well. Because I think I like unlocks more than I do most of the others. Yeah. But this seems to be this much better than it. But it's more of a choose your own adventure and not as much of a puzzle.
Yeah, you're still looking at everything, though. You're still trying to find everything.
So, all puzzles in this game can be solved without any outside knowledge. So you don't have to have watched the movie.
Okay, good.
So that's good. There may be times that you're asked to remove cards that you've already revealed or removed. You may even be asked to remove a card you've never seen. That's okay. That just means you've solved the puzzle quicker. You're just that amazing. So, to use a hint, use a chart on page 8 and find the room that you're stuck in. Then look up the code. Tony will point you in the right direction, and the Grady girls are dying to help you.
Oh, gosh.
Use the hints in order to avoid spoiling future puzzles. Note that there may be penalties to use some of the hints.
Scooby snacks.
Yeah.
Scooby snacks.
Right. Hey. It is possible for the story to end before it should have. This does not mean the game is over. When you're tempted to solve a puzzle, such as opening a locked door and you enter the wrong code, the journal will instruct you to mark a box on the unscripted ending track on this hotel guide. Oh, look, it's a track. Look at how many there are. That's an unscripted ending.
Oh.
This will affect your score at the end of the game. Once you've marked the track, go back to the last decision you made and change it to a different one.
Oh, thanks for following.
So it's a rewind. Hey, lollygagging.
Love it.
The adventure games from Cosmos, actually,
They're good.
We started the dungeon.
Yeah,
and then we had more games that we had to review. So we put it on hold. But they're really good, and they take multiple sessions.
Yeah, I like that.
So it's got good puzzles
and
in it.
You got choices. So
you got choices,
which is nice.
Like we went into a room with a prisoner, and he treated us sort of weird, and I can't remember. You remember the guy who we talked to?
Yeah.
In that open prison, he gave us something. Yeah. So there are decisions to be made.
Yeah.
And you're not sure whether you should go into some of these places and talk to these people. Or do
different things. I mean, because you're trying to put cards together like that as well, like a fishing, like a pole and like a hook or something to like make a fishing line or something.
So yeah, those I have not given up on. No, there are some I have given up on.
Yeah. But we're not.
I've not given up on those. You do not need a timer. Each act this says takes 90 minutes, so we'll see. Jace, who said it took 60 minutes?
That's what Jay did.
The op said.
Yeah.
So if depending on how many unscripted endings, you will have a certain achievement level. Turn to entry 1000 in Wendy and read the entry aloud to all players. Chapter break. This can play out in 2 acts. Anything else?
I think it'll be very clear.
So here's the hints that we need if we need them. Special thanks to Jay and Sun Fung Lim for game design. That's cool. Cami Mendel, Pat Marino. There's some names I recognize. It's really good.
Yeah.
All right, so are you ready?
Ready. Oh gosh, that's a long paragraph.
Yeah, well, that's
he needs to hydrate first.
I need to hydrate.
It's long.
It's a whole page.
Do you know the voice
of Wendy?
I don't know.
Oh, like she's annoying. She was played Olive Oil on Popeye. What is her name? And she's really
Derek. Thanks, Derek.
She's annoying. Thank you, Derek. Yeah, that we needed that. Good. I can't remember her name. The crack of the bat reverberates in her mind, a solid, sickening sound, as Wendy drags the unconscious body of her husband across the cold, hard floor. Wincing as she pulls Jack to the kitchen, her muscles tense with fear. Wendy draws shallow breaths between gritted teeth with every step, each one harder to make than the last. Who is this man who she is dragging by the feet through the huge empty hotel? This isn't the man she married. Shelley Duvall, thank you. Finally, Wendy reaches the one room in the Overlook that she hopes is secure. Preparing meals for Jack and Danny has given her ample opportunity to explore the kitchen. The pantry should hold Jack until help arrives. She'll need to get to the radio in Ullman's office to call for help, but only after she makes sure Danny is safe. Her grip on Jack's ankles weakens momentarily, but she composes herself and continues the Herculean task of pulling the dead weight of her husband's body next to the pantry door. Releasing Jack's legs, she tries to open it, but it won't budge. From down at her feet, Jack gurgles incoherently. He's beginning to come to! Struck with foreboding, Wendy tugs on the handle furiously. We need the violins. Chunk, 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 chunk. You know, the scary. You know what I'm talking about? It's so scary.
It's scary.
Realizing there's a pin in the lock, she yanks it free so that the door swings open to her momentary relief. Still on his back, Jack's eyes flutter, and he begins to claw the air ineffectually as Wendy struggles to pull him into the pantry. The pounding of her heart fills her ears. Having left the bat behind, she's defenseless, and she knows it. Hey, wait a minute. Jack mumbles thickly, his senses still scrambled. What are you doing? He asks as he reaches for the doorframe, trying to halt their progress. What are you doing? He asks once again, this time grabbing at Wendy's skirt. Without responding, Wendy steps quickly over Jack's prone frame and exits the room. The last thing she sees is Jack knocking over the boxes that line the pantry walls as he scrambles to get to his feet and reach the door before it slams shut. Open the door! He screams, trapped within his makeshift prison. Wendy recoils in fear from the man in the pantry, tears welling up in her eyes. Terrified, she fumbles and tries to jam the pin back into the lock, but she must have bent it when she removed it to open the door. She cannot get it back in place. It's already really good. GD it! Let me out of here! There's actual word there that I'm going to refrain from using. Even though Jack might say it. Gosh darn it, let me out of here.
Gosh darn.
Gosh darn it.
Keep reading.
Jack yells from behind the heavy metal door. Open the gosh darn door, he cries, pounding on it furiously. Each resounding bang assaults Wendy's fragile mind like a sledgehammer, threatening to break her resolve. Jack slowly but surely regains his footing, despite having severely twisted his ankle, tumbling down the steps in the Colorado room. Nursing his injuries, he rests his throbbing forehead against the cool, soothing surface of the pantry door. Looking down and seeing the push strike, the mechanism to open the door from the inside, Jack reaches towards it. I need to find a way to keep this pantry door locked, stammers Wendy as she looks around the kitchen. Reveal the kitchen.
Ooh.
And place the Wendy standee in
We gotta keep him in there. Oh, we gotta switch it. Yep.
So there you go. When you put her in here, look what happens.
Ooh.
When we look at these things, we actually get a number. So I'm going to put her off to the side because I don't want to cover up any little clues that you guys might see. Oh, look, there's a number 13. That's my number. So we have a 101, 103, 106, and 108.
I don't think it's going to be 103 because that looks like a bulletin board or something. I think we need to look in some drawers.
You're going to look in some drawers?
Yeah. Stop.
We already had that. We already had jokes with the drawers.
Yeah, that was the last game.
That was the last.
Or something.
That was a previous game.
Yeah.
So, any suggestions?
I can't tell. Is it 101 as a counter? It looks like there's knives there. So maybe there. So
Let's see what people think.
She has the look or the use.
What? She has look or use.
106.
But there's nothing to use.
Is that a 6 or a 5?
Was what a 6 or a 5? That's a 6.
Oh, okay.
106, Matt says, and so that's 2 votes for 106. Are you choosing 106?
Oh, I just don't think it's 103, so I'm good with whatever else.
You don't think it's the bulletin board?
I don't think so, because she's looking for something to, like, barricade the door, is my understanding.
Well, let's find out.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, there are those... Are there knives on 101?
I thought there were knives, but I can't really see that clearly.
It's a kitchen with sharp objects.
Yeah, but I guess knives... Well, knives...
I mean, if you can jam a knife in there instead of the pin...
Yeah. Might work.
Might work.
I can't tell really what 106 is. Can you? Is
106
it a doorway?
So that's pink to a doorway.
Oh, it's pink to a doorway. We might
Pink
not
to a
want to
doorway.
do the doorway.
Green to a doorway. Or the bulletin board, or this 101.
Oh, but the pin... So, I guess the bulletin board might have a tack. Or like
The bulletin board might have it. The bulletin board might indeed have a
paper
tack.
clip. If we're trying to, like, jam it or more.
It is possible.
I don't know. Go with 106 or 101.
13 is something that you can use. I don't know if it is the light or if it is...
It might be the light.
Oh, no. That's the door that's the pantry where Jack is.
Oh.
So we need to find something.
We need to pick something up.
And then
jam
it
use it in the door.
Yes.
So we either want to go with the tack or the knife.
13 is the best number ever, is what it is. From warehouse. I need my warehouse 13 shirt.
Oh, 106 might be a closet door. It could be.
106, yeah, it could be.
It's hard to say. We might be opening up another room
We
by doing that.
We might be allowing him to come out.
Yeah, that would not be good. If
That
we
would not
open
be
up
good.
something and be like, if that
Hey,
hasn't
that's your
happened.
first bad ending.
Yeah, oh, yeah. Okay, go with 103 or 101.
Let's try 101.
That was my gut from the beginning, but...
Here we go. Wendy quickly scans the room for anything that can help her. She rushes towards a counter filled with kitchen tools and notes. There's got to be something she can use there. Wendy, listen. Jack pleads from inside the pantry. Let me out of here, and I'll forget the whole damn thing.
Yeah, right.
It'll be like nothing ever happened.
No.
Reveal card 1.
Oh. What does it say?
Oh.
How's that? Oh, look at that.
104, 105, and 2 notes that say room 112, Miss Ellie, soup DJ, du jour, I guess, toast B, cola. That's room service. Room service, room 108, Mr. Jones, steak MR, the best way to eat a steak, potato, and 1969 Merlot.
I don't know if we
That's the whole gosh darn thing.
I like this pointy thing.
That pointy thing, that little ice pick thing, it looks really good.
That's what I'm saying.
But you have to look at it first because it's a 3-digit number. We need, for something you can use, it's a 2-digit number.
No, it's got to be a 1-digit number because the door.
Oh, that's right. It has to be a 1-digit number.
Because we already have 2-digit.
2 digits.
Oh, so we could. So you think 105 is associated with the notes or the knife thing?
No, I think 105 is the pick.
Well, I think so too.
And 101 is this.
Yeah,
that's
entire. That's what we're looking at.
So there are notes, yeah.
I think it's 105, but
I also think 105. All right, here we go.
All right, let's see.
Wendy grabs a sharpening rod from the counter. This solid metal rod seems unbreakable. Honey, Jack pleads, don't leave me in here. Reveal card 3.
3.
3.
Skip 2.
Skipped 2. Oh, look.
We have a number.
It's a 3.
I wonder if it's going to be
so
too big.
we need 1 3 1 3.
Oh, that's your number.
That's my number.
Unbreakable is a different movie. Yes, this is true. I liked Unbreakable. Bruce.
What do you guys think? I think 1 3 1 3.
I think we should try using this thing in the door and see what happens.
Yes.
And if it's too big, we need to go to the bulletin board, I think.
Now, wait a second.
What?
Oh, I need the 2 book.
You need this out of the book.
It's 2 3 1 3.
It's 2 3 1 3. So 23 13. Is it here? Here we are. There's an entry.
With an audible click, the sharpening rod perfectly fits the hole meant for the locking pin. Wendy steps back, quietly sobbing. Drained from the ordeal, she sinks to her knees. Wendy grips the counter behind her to stand back up. I'm going to go now, she states, her voice wavering. I'm going to try to get Danny down to Sidewinder in the Snowcat today. She turns to leave the kitchen and calls back to Jack. I'll bring back a doctor. Wendy, Jack interrupts. Yes, she answers, stopping dead in her tracks. You've got a big surprise coming to you.
Oh, God. This is so scary.
Jack says, cackling with sudden malice. I've locked Danny in the apartment, and there's no way you can get the key.
We gotta... Oh... I don't know. Whoever's seen this movie knows how accurate this is.
Jack rubs his hands together in anticipation. Grady should be along any minute now. Remove card 3. Open envelope 11.
11? It's way down at the bottom. It's the last one.
Oh.
Christmas time is here.
You love Christmas time.
What's in 11? Wow.
Wow, what is it?
Stack of cards with instructions.
Oh. Look at this.
How about
Look
that?
how fancy. All right. The instructions say. Take the Grady Freeze Jack card and 3 other random Grady cards and shuffle them face down. Oh, look, a mini game. I like these. 3 other random Grady cards.
The gravy train.
Oh, look. Welcome to the Drink Up Mr. Torrance game, where you too can win fantastic prizes. Pick a card, any card. Do not look. And another. And another. Is this your card?
Yeah.
Oh, it's fantastic. I got that trick down. All right. Shuffle the other 4 Grady cards. Wait a minute. There are 4. Okay. And put them on top of the first pile. Oh, take this and 3 other random. Shuffle those. So it's going to be somewhere in the end. You know what I'm saying? And then these are going to go on top. These 4.
No.
Anytime you look something up in a journal and there is no entry, flip over the top Grady card.
Uh-oh.
Ooh.
Oh.
If you reveal the Grady Freeze Jack card, then Grady has made his way to Jack and freed him from the pantry. This was not how the story should have ended. Keep track of each time the story ended abruptly.
That's how you die faster.
Then restart where you left off. But reshuffle the Grady cards just like we just did, but remove one of the normal Grady cards from the game each time you do. No. So it goes faster and faster and faster.
This is not good.
That's how you die faster. You are correct, sir. All right. So there is that. So we're going to keep this as a gentle reminder.
Yeah.
Drink up, Mr. Torrance.
Ouch. Now
all right, now what? We do have 104 and we have these other options.
She said she wanted to leave, right? She was going to go somewhere?
She was going to go to the apartment, I think. What did she say?
It was 23.
I see
13.
Oh, I know.
Oh, I know.
Oh, I know. Are you can, but each time there is not something with an entry, then you risk this. I'm fairly sure most of those should have entries.
I think going out a door would be fine.
Right. I think looking at the bulletin board might also be fine. But I don't know that.
We don't know.
We don't know.
And do we need to know?
We need a key.
We need a key.
All right, so that she
maybe
said,
there's a key on the bulletin
I've locked Danny in the apartment and there's no way you can get the key. So she said that she was going to try to get Danny down to Sidewinder and the Snowcat. But he's locked Danny in the apartment.
Like these journals have blood smeared all over it.
Oh, they're really bad.
It's like...
You guys should see this. It's like fantastic. Let me remove these cards. Look at all these fantastic blood smears. It's really good.
106 is mysterious. I'm good to go through a door and see what happens.
Yeah, we can. My only concern with the door is that if there's anything weird there and we don't have a knife like in 104.
All right, do you want to acquire a knife?
I would love to acquire a knife.
All right.
Just in case.
Hold the knife.
Call me weird.
We already have the bad guy in the closet.
Oh, you sweet summer child. You think that's the only bad guy?
Oh, but there's more? No, the bad guy's in the closet.
So the evil is over the entire place.
All right, pick up the knife. Let's see what happens.
Remember Danny going, Red Rum. Yeah, that's this Danny. He's the one.
This is a kid.
Yes, it is. Have you seen the Omen? Kids can do really bad things.
Oh.
Especially if they have the power of Satan.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah. So let's do... I'm going to overrule everyone to do 1104. Let's turn in our hymn books to 1104. Wendy spies a chef's knife on the counter and grabs it, hands trembling. She shudders at the thought of having to use it against the man she loves. Wendy, baby, Jack implores from behind the door. I think you hurt my head real bad. I'm dizzy. I need a doctor, he begs. Reveal card 2. Oh, look, we've got this knife. We've got this knife. I'm going to keep it over here.
Yeah, it's probably good to have a knife.
Yeah, probably good to have a knife. I like knives. So this is pretty much done.
I mean, we might need the note later.
Oh, I'm keeping it around. I'm just saying.
I don't. Yeah.
So we have 103, 106, and 108. We've had 2 votes for 106, and I'm surprised that pink is showing up so well with our crazy pink screen. But you can actually see it.
Yeah, that's good.
I think we should look at the notice board.
Okay, there might be the key there. Unlikely.
You never know.
You never know.
Wendy's search reveals a large bulletin board with photographs and memos attached to it. Reveal card 6. Ooh.
Oh.
Oh, look at that. That's fancy.
Need like popcorn. It's a movie.
Yeah.
There's a lot of words.
That's a lot of words. I'm going to look at them. All right. We got switchboard notice. We got his 1921 thing. Bill, please clean up room 003 before the Torrance family gets here. Signed, Ullman. Mr. Torrance, please relocate Mr. Halloran's personal belongings from the first floor sometime during your stay. Not room 237, though. Also from Ullman. And this says 707.
So is Torrance Jack?
Likely. Yes.
I don't know.
So that is 707 in case we need it. I'm not sure what it goes to, but the 707 is just sitting there. So those are the only things we haven't done. 707, 106, and 108. I'm going to hydrate a lot because of the script.
Well, I think we should go through the door.
You think we should go through probably 106 since that's what everyone's wanted to go through.
Yeah, nobody wants 108, so let's go through 106.
All right. So we'll keep 707 around. 106. Wendy runs through the door that leads to the Colorado room. Much to her dismay, it is closed and won't budge, though she swears it was wide open when she first got here. All right, that was 106.
That's it?
That's it. Now, there is a journal entry, so we don't do this. There is actually a journal entry.
Oh.
I think that's the rules, right? If there's no journal entry. Anytime you look something up in a journal and there is no entry. There was an entry. There was just not any instructions.
Right.
But there was an entry. Yeah. Look up entry 1101 in the respective journal. So there is an entry.
Yeah.
All right, 106 is done. We only have 108 and 707 left, basically.
All right. I guess we got whatever 707 is. Like what? We look at 707.
Don't know.
It will have the notes up closer. Maybe.
I don't know.
Well, we could try it since we're here, or we can try and leave through 108.
I'm noticing a lot of numbers that aren't obviously selectable numbers. Probably going to be a puzzle involving them.
That could be. So we try 707?
Why not? We're here.
1707.
1707. Watch it be nothing.
Oh my goodness. Drink up.
Wendy sees a switchboard room directory on the bulletin board. Why is my room number on this list? She asks aloud, a chill running down her spine. Reveal card 30.
Ooh, found something. Something.
Oh, this looks like a
puzzle. How about that?
I love puzzles. Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
Look at that. That looks so fun. 3, 5, 4, and 112 with little shaped holes. Some of them pentagrams, pentagons rather, some of them hexagons, squares and circles with various colors.
What rooms were they?
They're just 3, 5, 4, and 112.
That's weird.
The colors are fairly dark on this. Green, red, purple, and white, but not on every row, it seems.
Yeah, put up his flashlight.
Needs some flashlight. Yeah, green, red. Oh, that's blue. The blue and purple. Look at the blue and purple look really close. For example,
they're different. They're different shapes.
So the hexagons are always purple.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So just in case you're colorblind, you can actually...
Or just blind.
Or blind like me. Yep, that makes sense. So yeah, the shapes match the colors.
I have no idea what
if you guys want to screenshot that, or I can leave it up there for the moment.
Yeah.
So you guys can help us solve the puzzle.
Yeah, I have no idea what it's trying to get
All right,
at.
so we've done 707. I'll take this card away. All we have are these 3 things and the 108. I'm assuming we don't do like a 1003 unless we know we're going to solve something. I don't know. Or maybe we would actually communicate with those rooms because it is a switchboard.
This is true, but we didn't see anything.
I mean, it looks the same as this. So 1003, 5, 4, and 11, 12. It is possible.
I mean, just says, Bill, please clean up room 003, which is on
before the Torrance family gets here.
Right.
So it's possible we now stay in room 003.
That's our room, yeah.
So yeah, Shrey is correct.
Yes, exactly. Whatever the green means is the first thing.
One of these things is not like the others. Which one is different? Do you know? Can you tell me which thing is not like the other? And I'll tell you if it is so. Ba-ba-da-da. That'd be like the 112. Unless there's unless there's shapes that look different than the others.
No, I mean, they're triangles. It's weird because green is triangle, red is square, yellow is heart. I don't think we have enough information yet.
Yellow is not heart. I don't know what that is, but it's not heart.
I'm just telling you what I see in this, on that.
On what?
On this, right here.
On this what?
On this card, the 707 card.
On this, what are you talking about?
See, there's green triangles, there's red squares, there's a yellow heart.
I think
it's very, very small.
I think that's coincidence I think that's coincidence here.
Okay. That's rainbows.
Because this is not a green triangle up here.
I know, but why is it on there, a green triangle?
Because...
I don't know. I'm not good at solving these things.
I don't know.
Let's go through the door.
I think that's just an artifact. See what she's talking about?
I wonder if we need to figure out which buttons to press.
You want to know what buttons to press?
Mm-hmm.
You put the 1 in front of the 003.
Well...
Yeah.
But you're not going to reach anybody because we're standing in front of the switchboard.
What?
Because it doesn't...
You can plug in and listen. That's how the switchboard works.
But it's going to our room.
Where we can talk to Danny, who is locked in the apartment, and we just can't find the key.
All right, you want to try and talk to Danny?
I don't know, but that is an idea, is what I'm saying.
Oh, I don't know.
Is that...
What does she do in the movie, people?
Yes, it says 1003, it will be Danny. That's what I'm hoping. Oh, Shrey says the yellow is the only one that doesn't repeat. That is true. I think that those might correspond to numbers.
They probably
But I'm not sure. Because we don't have enough info yet.
Well, we could try doing the 103 and see
And
if
we're
Danny
wrong,
is there.
if we're wrong, then,
And we lose one of our drink up cards.
Yeah.
Should we try it?
It's up to you.
I don't know.
Do you want to wait? We can always come back to this as long as the room does not close. We can always come back to it.
Yeah.
If we need to do it.
I'm not sure I'd do it.
Not until we get more info. I think we need more info on this.
All right.
All right, so 108 is our last solution. If you have used card 3, we have.
Yes.
Go to 6666. Otherwise, go to 5555.
That's like a lot of sixes.
Who wants to see what 5555 would have been? That's if you would have left before jamming the pin. Oh, let's do it. Let's just see how bad it was. Who's with me? Because this would have been the first death, I think. So, this is what didn't happen. This is what didn't happen.
We didn't get
We didn't do this.
No. Shrey says no.
This is... Shrey doesn't want to hear it?
Close your ears, I guess.
Close your ears. If you want to hear what this thing is, this is going out that green door without putting the pin in. So, Wendy hears a soft click behind her. As she turns to see what made the noise, the door swings open and Jack lurches out of the pantry. He pauses momentarily to take a wicked knife off the butcher's rack before continuing his march. He staggers forward, still limping from the injuries he suffered at her hands, scraping the blade along the end of a metal sink. Gosh darn it, Wendy, he seethes. Why did you have to go and do that? Jack cocks his head to one side as if hearing voices. But there's no one else in the room. Oh yes, he says, his eyes lighting up with murderous glee as his lips peel back in a toothy grin. I agree. They both must suffer. He raises the knife high above his head, poised to strike. Please, Jack, no! Wendy stammers and raises her hands to protect herself as she is forced back against the wall. Somewhere in another room, Danny is screaming silently as he watches everything unfold through his mother's dying eyes. No. The movie has ended. Mark one of the boxes on the track located on the back of the hotel guest guide. Start the game over!
Don't do that again.
Don't leave without stopping. And who wanted to leave? Who?
Me.
Let's look at what did happen.
6666.
That's like an extra strength 666. Now with 1/3 more 6 power.
Sure, you can come back.
Wendy opens the door leading to the general manager's office. Behind her, Jack continues ranting from inside the pantry. You're not going anywhere, he yells, full of confidence. Go check out the snowcat and the radio and you'll see what I mean, he continues, laughing at her, despite the thick metal door that separates them. Go check it out! Go check it out! He repeats as he pounds on the door with both hands. Go check it out! Wendy rushes into Ullman's office, where the radio, her one link to the outside world, is located. Reveal card 23.
Ooh.
Ullman's office.
Ooh.
And add it to the map, matching door to door. Then place card 22. Danny's bedroom. Off to one side. It should not be attached to the map yet. Place Danny on card 22, Danny's bedroom. You can now control Danny. Refer to the hotel guest guide to learn how to use his abilities. So, this is mostly done except for, well, I mean, we tried 106 already. So this is mostly done.
Yeah.
This is what we added. And here is Danny's room. With Danny. Wow, there's a lot here to try to squeeze onto.
I could try zooming out.
No, that's good. We think we got it.
Okay.
So Wendy's here, and he is over here.
It's kind of glary, but...
Was better.
So she's in that room over here?
I can fix that glare. Maybe I can. You know what? Watch this. Boom. No glare.
Oh, pink.
Pink? Oh, it is pink.
Ah.
Boop. I messed up the camera.
Messed up everything. Okay, that's fine. That works. It's good.
We'll do it.
I don't know anything about anything.
Eek, eek, eek.
Should we control Danny? Like, I don't know. I can't see. Is that a sink? I don't know the movie at all. What should we do?
Don't need the movie.
I know, but I'm sure it helps.
Don't need the movie.
I don't know. We could look at the desk with her.
The desk.
I think there's a desk 305 maybe.
So yeah, it's hard to see what these things are actually because it's an overhead shot. Yeah, there's a desk at 305. There's some sort of a monitor on 301, as you can see there. There is a carpet and like a file on 302. There's a door out at 304.
Supposed to look for a radio.
There is, I don't know, maybe a stack of books here at 401, maybe. There is, so this darkness that looks like darkness to you guys is dark to us too. Yeah, I mean, it's
everything's just dark.
Everything is dark.
Desk seems reasonable.
I agree. So 305, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
1305. 1305. Wendy looks at the desk in Ullman's office and can't find a key in any of the drawers that will get her out of here and closer to her son. Reveal card 11. So we found something.
It's a radio. No, I'm just kidding.
We found something. We don't know what it is. We found something. Oh, look.
Found a desk with stuff on it.
Key to key return box is in the very back of my mail slot. Signed, D. Halloran. We found some tape, a phone, some paper clips, ashtray used, a coffee cup, a calendar notebook. Speaking of calendars, there's
I got one.
2 days left in Steph's Kickstarter. 2 days left. Can we get her over 5,000? Let's see. Hey, time roller. All right. 5 p.m. Send carpenter to room 104 to fix sink. Mr. Smith clogged it up on the last night. The last night of his stay, I'm guessing. That's what it all looks like. There are no numbers or anything on it. But you now know his name is Stuart. And you've got those nice little notes on there.
Yeah.
No idea what this little crazy dude in the corner is, but whatever.
Let me see.
That little.
He's on all the cards though.
Yeah, he. That's what I'm saying. I don't know exactly what he is. I'm just saying. All right, so we looked at the desk. That part is done. I'll hide that back behind here.
Well, it's like weird because it looks like the paper clips.
Yep, need the radio, but which one is the radio? Oh, hey, Time Roller, subscribed at tier 1.
Thanks, Time Roller. That's awesome.
Fantastic.
Thank you. Woohoo.
That's awesome.
That's awesome.
I'm guessing probably re-upping the one from last month. So I'm coming close to my third month re-up coming.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Soon.
That means we've been doing this a while.
That'll mean that we've been going for 2 months because I did it early, like the first day, and so that'll be around 2 months. What was the room number on the note on the desk? The note on the desk had do you have it? Yes, Steph has it, and she's bogarting it completely.
Whoa! I'm looking at stuff.
We'll wait. She'll answer. She'll answer you when she thinks you're important.
It's so weird because like all of the paper clips are like the colors of this switchboard, and they look like they're all like linked together, but you have to like look really closely.
She would have made a really fantastic code breaker, but yeah, I don't. It would have been really hard.
I'm probably putting too much together.
You've played too many of the
too many of the ones that are like really, really like it's not. It might be more obvious than that. You're saying.
Send caretaker to 104, 107 is really small.
I can see it. I can't see it on there. No.
Really blurry. Let her see it.
It says 104 fix sync.
I thought it was 104.
Yeah. Maybe we can bust out Danny with the knife. See, I see these like in a pattern, but the problem is there's multiple yellow ones. But maybe it's supposed to be white, green. Yeah, I'm probably looking into it too much, but whatever.
So what's next? The room number 104. And there's not a 104 on there. There's a 112. We got a 301 at the monitor. We got a 304, which is outside. I don't think we should go outside yet. There's a 302. There's a 403. There's a 401. It's an 03 that you can use once you get something, or you can use on. Or we can do some of Danny. Danny can shine or look. I have no idea what shine is.
Yeah, he probably has a flashlight. I think.
Oh yeah, shine. He might have a flashlight. You might be right.
Do you think we should do something with Danny now?
I don't know. It's reasonable to.
Or do we know where the mail slot is?
No, we do not.
We could go by
we have to look around till we find it.
The books.
401?
302. I can't tell what 302 is.
I don't know. It's a rug. I see a rug there.
I know, but it might be like where people go to leave, so they return their keys.
Oh, key return. 1302. That sounds reasonable. For some reason, some old photos on the wall catch Wendy's eye, and she slows down to take a closer look. On second glance, there's nothing all that special about them. Chastising herself for wasting time, Wendy hurries to find Danny. Reveal card 9.
Oh, I didn't know. It looked like something else. What is this? Oh, more of these posters. We already found one poster like that.
Yeah, we found one of them that was in the office. The office has one.
We have a 1921 poster like that, and these are 1929.
They say, it's July 4th ball, 1929. July 4th ball, 1921, and another 1921. So what? Several 1921s and a 1929?
Yeah.
Seems significant. See, the 1921s are all women, and we've got this one here. Also 1921. So 3 1921s and a 1929 right here. So that's...
Well, it might mean something, it might not. I don't know. Hard to say.
Hard to say.
At this point, we don't know.
And we don't know what we don't know.
All right, well...
we did look at this, right?
What is 03?
We did look at... Yeah, I think we looked at that.
Yeah, we did.
What is 03? That's something you can use something on.
I know. We could use the knife on it, whatever it is.
Shining is telepathy and being able to see what other people see. Oh. That's... Yeah, because that's right. I got it. Yeah.
Oh. The Shining.
The Shining.
Well, so, look, can I see that room?
Room?
Yeah.
Red room. Red room.
All right, so 03 might be a safe or something. We could try using the knife on it. I don't think it's going to work.
Yeah, but you know what happens when we try to do something that doesn't exist?
Drink up.
I don't think we should do that.
All right, let's use Danny to shine.
We don't even
some light.
know on what.
I don't know.
He is not connected to the map. He does not have access to that. We can look at these and we can shine those, but we don't know what it is really.
Anybody's suggestions, we'll go with it if you do. Because we could do really whatever.
Really whatever.
I don't think he needs to go to the sink.
That's got everything on there. Everything is on the map. She is over here. He is over there.
We could look at the book stacks. We need to find the radio, so wherever that's going to be.
Well, it looks like 401 is a book stack, but it's sort of hard to see. We can do it. I think that would be good. Maybe, well, that's the thing. Shining might give us one, but if Shining doesn't come up with anything in the book, we have to go through these Grady decks. And then, yeah, bad things can happen. 1401 seems pretty easy to do. Desperate to get a message to Danny so she can warn him not to open the door for his father, Wendy anxiously fumbles with the plugs and sockets. She remembers there's a manual around here somewhere, but where? Reveal card 10, open envelope 2.
Envelope 2.
Yeah, I promised Steph she could open up all the envelopes.
Envelope 2.
The 401 is done. I'm going to cover that up.
This is what we need, I think.
Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that puzzle just waiting to be solved. Oh, look at these puzzle pieces just waiting to be solved. Question is that everything we need? And how do we actually even solve this thing? Once we actually got some numbers, what do we do with it? It's like we've got what we need.
Yeah.
I mean, is that going to come up with a number that she's going to get to use or something? But but we don't know. So I'm going to let Steph work with this and that other clue thing. If someone wants to take a screenshot of this.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead and take a screenshot of that.
I don't know if it has to do with that. It might.
Give you a split second. Then I'm going to put the other one up, and I'm going to read 403. Just because. Here's the other one. If anyone who wants to take a screenshot of that so that they can start working on. Get my fingers out of the way here.
It's hard.
And while this is frozen up there, I'm going to read 403. Amongst the extra cleaning supplies and phone books, Wendy spies a helpful manual. Oh, here's our rules. Reveal card 12. Operations manual. Each connector has 3 holes and an arrow. Yeah. When all 4 connectors are placed correctly at the same time, without overlapping, the center hole values need to equal 0. Then look at the visible number each arrow is pointing to in order to make a connection. Okay, that's how she can warn Danny.
So basically this little piece that I have here will cover up 4 numbers in a row, and the 5th number in that row, the arrow is pointing to. So you could show them an example.
I don't really know what the example is you're talking about.
Just anything. Just cover up. So if this were one of the things, it would be 4 in the middle pointing to the 6.
Yeah, so all of the numbers in the middle for 4 of these little overlay things.
Yeah.
And the 6 will make a connection to wherever, right?
Right.
So I'm assuming the 03 might indeed be the switchboard. Hard to say. We don't know.
Hard to say.
Because this is the only usable thing at the moment. This 03. It's the only usable thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the center hole values, they need to equal 0. I'm assuming the sum of the center hole values. So like if you have a 6, you could have a -4 and a -3 and a 1. All that would equal 0. When they are placed correctly at the same time without overlapping. So,
let me see.
I can work on that.
No, you need to keep reading.
I want
your
to.
job.
Your
job
is
to
break
read.
the code.
No.
I want to break the code.
I'm breaking the code.
Okay, she break the code.
I'm not good at breaking codes.
Well, that's what I'm talking about.
I like to at least try.
All right, so we have 301, 302, 304, and all of Danny's room here. How many pieces? There are 4 pieces. They all have 3 dots in the arrow. So that they need to be placed ... and then an arrow points to that 5th most spot. I'm assuming there are not many ways that you can put these so that they equal 0. I was just going to brute force crack it. So
okay.
You want to brute force crack it, you can do it.
I don't know how to do that.
You can do it.
Oh, that's kind of
yeah.
If I do it, so if I do it like this, let's see if it
So far
works.
you have a +13, and that's a +15.
What? No.
No,
it's a
those are all
2.
pluses. It's a minus. I can't even see the minus. It's because of the hole.
It's 11
blocking it.
So yeah, it's not accurate. Fine.
Yeah, you're now at -11. Very
Don't worry
good.
about it.
All right, so since you guys are with me, what do you want me to read? Did we do 302? I think that's the one with the that's actually the one with the
red.
With the pictures that we looked at. So we've done all those. Hide what we've done. We haven't done 301, 304. Might as well look at everything in this room. Why don't I do that while she is solving the puzzle?
I'm trying.
1301. All it is flavor. The radio that connects the Overlook to the outside world is powered down for some reason. Wendy distinctly remembers acting on the ranger's advice to leave the radio on at all times. Who turned the radio off? Wendy anxiously picks up the microphone. This is KDK-12 calling KDK-1. Are you reading me? Wendy sputters into the microphone, her breath short and quick. She frantically presses buttons and turns dials, hoping one of them will connect her to the Forest Service. This is KDK-12 calling KDK-1. Please send help. Her desperate pleas are met with silence. Wendy looks down and finally notices the smashed receiver attached to the microphone. Jack did this.
Yeah, he did.
For all his lies, Jack told Wendy the truth about the shortwave radio. It's beyond repair. That means that he likely sabotaged the snowcat as well. Jack also said that Danny was in his room and that he was locked in. Wendy's heart skips a beat. Danny's door doesn't have a lock. Ooh.
He is locked in there a different way. How many pieces? There are 4 pieces?
There are 4 pieces. He already answered that. I thought, yes, I already answered that. So, that's scary. Jack said Danny was locked in. Danny's door doesn't have a lock. So, that one is done. The only thing we haven't done is 304. We might as well, right?
Yeah.
This door should lead out into the... Oh, wait, that's the one that's green. But I went ahead and looked at it anyway. This door should lead out into the lobby, but it appears to be locked. Wendy's anxiety increases as she tries the door again. She has to get Danny before Jack finds a way out. That's all we have there. So, all we have left for her is 03. So, I think it's time to start doing some stuff with Danny. Cutscene.
5
to
minus
Danny's room. And you can see her furiously scanning the puzzles. Shrey says there are multiple ways to get to zeros. There are more info on what the puzzle is looking for.
No, you know what I think it is, Shrey? If you look at the colors on them, I think you're supposed to like have 2 green with something in the middle pointing to a green. I have a feeling that's how it's going to go. So you're going to use the first 4 lines is what I'm thinking. So if you can figure it out. So it goes green, something green, something green. So I think using 2 of the greens pointing at a green. Next line has red, something red, something red. So you're going to use two of the reds pointing at a red.
So keep going. Keep going with that logic.
I'm trying to go with that logic. I don't know if it's true.
Keep going with that logic.
I'm trying, but it's...
So white, something white, something white.
And then blue, something blue, something blue.
Do it.
Well...
Do it.
Yeah.
Do it.
I've been trying.
Okay, those don't work?
It doesn't come up with 0. I've been trying to get 0.
That didn't come up with 0? Well, then you're SOL, huh?
So this is 1. And then I have...
Oh, here's something interesting.
Okay, what do you got?
If this helps you any... No, pull it back. They can see this. They can't see me. Have you also considered...
going that way? But why?
Why not?
But why?
I don't understand the question.
Well, that's what Shrey's saying. There's lots of ways to get to 0, but there's no logic behind doing that.
Each connector has 3 holes and an arrow. When all 4 connectors are placed correctly at the same time without overlapping, the center hole values need to equal 0. Then look at the visible number each arrow is pointing to in order to make a connection. That's all I've got. Oh. The visible number each arrow is pointing to probably has to be the same number. And then you have that 1 single digit number with that 2, that double digit number on this 03 here, right here. And she will use, with the number 2, whatever number we come up with, 03. Like if you find a 9 common to all 4 of those, it would be 2903. So I think we are looking for a single number that all 4 of the arrows are pointing to.
So do you think it points to a green, then a red, then a blue, then a white?
If we're looking for 003, it's likely.
So I think that's what Derek was asking. If you want to show this card again. I don't know. I mean, that has an order of colors. It's like blue, blue, red, red, green, green, white, white.
If I find it, I will not spoil it for you.
That's fine. I looked. Incoming raid. Wow. Let's see.
Where's the raid?
Woo.
I like raids. No, we just, we're midway through Act 1 of The Shining Escape from the Overlook Hotel game.
Yeah, you could join in.
Absolutely. Since we rated your stream the other day.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be great. So yeah, I'm looking at...
It is very scary.
So green, green, green does make a 2. So let's start looking for extra 2s. That's a purple something purple, so that's not exactly what we're looking for. What are the colors that we're looking for?
I don't know.
Red,
we think
blue, and white is what you were
That's what I was thinking, yeah. Which is why I was going with, like, the blue, nothing blue, nothing blue. Like, it made sense to me.
You could also have arrows going backward.
Right, I know. Front and back.
I was just making sure.
Yeah. I was so happy that you guys were playing Macaroon. So, anything to help Tate is great.
Yep. Tate is awesome.
Tate is awesome.
Alright, there's a That's got a -2 in the middle. Then I'm pointing to a -3 at this. Oh, you know what?
What?
The 2 and the -3 and something, you might add those together to come up with a single one-digit number. That's the other thing.
I was also thinking that as well.
That's possibly that.
Right.
Yeah. So that one is the green, and this one is the white. We're looking for what, red and blue. That's a positive one so far, but we're clearly not done because we have two more.
Right. No, I know.
So if we're looking for blue, it's blue, 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 right?
So now, but that's now.
Now we're positive
8.
set. Count again.
7 plus -2 plus 3.
7.
It's the
the middle ones. Yeah,
middle
7,
number.
10, 8. We have an 8.
Mm-hmm.
Likely need.
Yeah.
So this the red does.
Red.
Woo! Hello,
Woo,
Raiders.
woo, woo. Welcome.
We are playing The Shining: Escape from the Overlook Hotel game. It's Act 1.
Act 1.
So there will be spoilers in it because we are currently playing.
Welcome. Thanks for following. That's amazing. Thank you.
Thank you. Fantastic.
Wow, that's awesome. I got my.
So we're trying to solve this puzzle. If you want to take a screenshot of that, I can also clear this and have you guys try to also solve this puzzle here. So take a screenshot of that and take a screenshot of this. What they're saying is each connector has 3 holes and an arrow. When all 4 of these little connectors are placed, maybe like so, there are 4 of those, without overlapping, the center hole values will need to equal 0. Then look at the visible number each arrow is pointing to in order to make a connection.
Yeah. This is a challenging one. Wondering if
now if there are multiple quote unquote solutions. So we had was it escape or unlock? It was an unlock.
Mm-hmm.
There was an unlock where you had to line things up with the side of a box, and there were multiple ways of solving it, and only one way was right.
Right.
That basically the single thing was my ending point for that series of games.
Oh, this is very much like
this is
Scooby-Doo
This
game.
is by the same. It's the same type of thing where you add a person, with the number, and then you'll do whatever it says. Much like the Scooby-Doo
game, yeah. So you can only place the arrows where the outside numbers sum to the middle number. No,
where the middle numbers.
The middle number there's 4 of these little tokens.
They need to equal 0.
They need to equal 0. The middle
numbers.
And
so take a screenshot of that. I don't know if you need a screenshot of this. It might be helpful to know
the top row there.
That's not what I'm going to say. It might be helpful to know that they are probably in room, the sun is in room 003.
I haven't seen The Shining, but we're looking for Danny.
And we're trying to talk to Danny, and this is like a telephone switchboard. So we're trying to talk to Danny, and the radio is busted.
Yeah.
So we're assuming that 003 might have the correct sequence of colors. Now, we saw some green, 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 and red, 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 blue, 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 white, white, white. However...
So I was thinking, have the endpoints of the red point to a red.
Right.
For the second number or whatever.
But maybe it doesn't have to point to a red. Maybe it can point to anything.
Well, using 2 of the reds.
Because if you notice, there's just 2, not 3. So
there are 3, though. What do you mean?
Here, there are not 3. There are 2. 2 and 2 and 2 and 2.
Right,
so
that's
technically,
true.
you could put it on these 2 greens pointing to a 5.
Okay, I see.
Now you see what I'm talking about?
But my concern was that I couldn't figure out how to make it 0, but maybe Shrey.
Yeah, there's no horizontal position in the 4. So how about a mix of horizontal and vertical? Bye, Panda Angel.
Thanks for stopping by.
Like if there's a way that we could do this and then maybe this. I'm not sure. Alternatively, maybe those end numbers can be summed together to come up with a single
Ooh, let me see
number.
the board. Let me see it now. Let me see it.
So yeah.
If we're going to go with that, let's see if I can figure it out.
Steph likes to solve it. For those of you who have joined, I used to code break in the Army, so I really enjoy doing it. It gives me a really good challenge. But what is the exact language for the puzzle? Each connector has 3 holes and an arrow. When all 4 connectors are placed correctly at the same time without overlapping, the center hole values need to equal 0. Then look at the visible number each arrow is pointing to in order to make a connection. So it might be, they might be playing it a little too vague. Because they don't say add the numbers together to make a connection. They don't say all the numbers are the same to make a connection. They just don't say.
They don't say.
You don't say.
They don't say.
I think it's time. For hydrate.
Can't get it. See, because the double red going north is like nothing. I can't go north. Can't do it.
Yeah, I would also guess too.
That actually works.
But you could point negative, like this way at the same number,
8.
and another 2 pointing this way at the same number.
Right.
But again, I think part of the key is in, I would look at a green set, a red set, I assume that's blue set, and a white set. I'm pointing to these here for 003. I'm assuming that's where Danny is because we saw a note board that says please clean up room 003 before the Torrances get here. And we are the Torrances.
What's the last color? White. I don't like it.
Here it is right here. Does the board on the highlight screen mean that we're looking for spots where the outer spots match those shapes / colors? Yeah, the shapes are like these green ones here are always circles, and the red ones are always pentagons. I'm assuming just in case people are colorblind. So yeah, I assume so. Steph has the puzzle in case you guys want to see it.
Almost. I was one away.
If you guys want to screenshot
from making it work. I was one away.
You guys can screenshot that.
I was thinking about using the 2 green on the side.
If you're on a computer, usually you can do either a control print screen or an alt print screen or just a print screen, depending on what app you're in and how much of the window you want to capture. And then you can go to MS Paint, Microsoft Paint, or whatever paint app that you've got on your computer, and then paste that in there.
Yeah. Then
you can actually just color on it and whatever you want to do. The middle numbers across all 4 do need to sum to 0. You're correct, Slack.
Yeah.
So I'm going to take this away and give this to Steph again, since she doesn't want me doing it.
I do, but I want you to read the story. Are we done? Are we at a standstill until we figure
pretty
this out?
much, unless we want to use Danny. Danny is here in the room.
I think we should. Why wouldn't we?
We can look around with Danny. So I'm going to go ahead and do 3201. Sure, why not? Give me Danny's book.
Give me Danny's book.
3201. Your mommy should really use something with a claw on the end if she wants to pull whatever is in a slot out, suggests Alexi. Flip over 1 Grady card. Oh no, for you people who have joined us.
Oh.
Hey, we got the stack of Grady cards. Whenever the Grady cards flip over and we get a bad one, our movie has ended. We mark a unexpected ending, which is not good. Then we reset this deck and take out one of the normal Grady cards. So we're going to turn over 1. My girls, sir, they didn't care for the Overlook at first. One of them actually stole a packet of matches and tried to burn it down. But I corrected them, sir. And when my wife tried to prevent me from doing my duty, I corrected her. Grady says grimly.
No.
Well, okay, maybe we shouldn't blindly look at things.
Anybody got
So yes, we are at a standstill.
All right, look at it. I need a drink.
Unless you want to do one of these things. Let me cover up that 201 because that was
my goodness.
Clearly not the right way.
Don't do that.
Don't do it.
I told you not to.
You such lies. Oh my goodness. Oh, such lies. Here's the book if you want to go through any more of that mess because man,
I don't.
That sucked. That was, hey, let's do it. No, that's bad. It was bad. That was bad.
Are there? Okay, so my next question is: are there four things with just one? Or like, so is there one color with four only?
One color with four only what? I'm not sure I understand. I don't know what you're talking about. I also don't know what you're talking about. So we're even.
Shut it.
Giggling. I also do not know what you're talking about.
I think you're on I think you should point them all to towards the yellow.
Towards the yellow. Towards the yellow?
Yeah.
I'm just trying to get things equaling to 0 using those colors: blue, green, red, and white. So that's blue and...
It's like the topmost hard difficulty. That's what it says on
this
the box.
Is?
Yeah.
Oh, it is.
This is
it's
like
on
extreme
there's
hard.
There's 3 levels.
And this is
the third.
This is the red hard level. For the arrow puzzle, it seems like focusing on the negative numbers is key.
Because there's the fewest. Exactly.
Yeah, I would concur with this.
Yeah, so that's why... So, Steph was thinking green... The 2 greens on the left and right circles, not the center circles, pointing to a green number.
Well, that seems like good logic.
That does seem like good logic. However,
and I'm sad it didn't work out that way, if that's the case.
I'm focusing on slightly different. It may also be that we don't know what number it is, and we're just trying to come up with 4 numbers in the middle that all point to the same digit instead of something that you sum at the end. They're all pointing to the same digit. That might take a lot of just moving around, and they all be horizontal in that case. Though all being horizontal is not necessarily the right thing.
Yeah. Because there's a green over here. So there's a negative 4 there.
There is a green. There's a negative 4?
Yeah.
For what? Oh, for you did it this way.
Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah.
Well, then your thing might actually work. So let's put the other ones back where you had it.
Yeah. Because
there's not a red vertical.
Right.
There's not a blue vertical.
No.
Not that I can see.
There is, but
there's 2 blues.
It doesn't
not
go
3
anywhere.
blues.
Right.
What about white? There's not a white vertical.
There's a negative 7.
There's a negative 7 what?
White. There's a negative 7 you could use if you're going to do that.
Oh, you know what? We can go the other direction. You're right.
But
back
that's
and forth.
Close, but not it.
So negative 4, negative 2, negative 9. No, we're off that way.
5.
I think you're onto something here.
I do too.
7, 5 is 12. That's way too much. So I think I'm going to keep this direction. I'm going to flip this one around. Oh, that's much better.
I think I found a 5 that works.
That's much better.
Ooh, how does it go? Send me a picture, Shrey.
-7, -8, -12, and 6 is -6. I need something with a little less. Oh, that's so close. I'm 1 digit off.
I know. I've been 1 digit off too.
I've got -7, +6. Oh.
Put the board on the screen. I know. I think I still am right. Okay, what do you got, Shrey? Yeah, I think the key is that the green one is like vertical. I think it's like it could be -8 or -4. Just don't know.
So give me one of those pieces of paper over there, Steph. Oh, I got it. I can reach it. Not that one.
Point the 5 at 1, 3.
I was going to write down the possibilities. Point at the 5. Point at the 5 at 1, 3. Point at the 5 at 1, 3. Point at the. I'm not sure I understand.
Covering 1, 1, -2. 1, 1, -2. 1,
Covering this. No.
Pointing at the 5, I think he means. Middle row. Pointing at the 5.
Pointing at the. Oh, this direction.
Okay. What else you got?
And those are white.
Okay, that's good. I like that.
I think he's got it.
By George, I think he's got it.
See, this is what I was going to do. I was going to rotate them until I found... But instead of rotating, I was going to write down all the solutions and then just code brick it out.
Now, bottom row, horizontal.
So the 4's in the middle. Bottom row, horizontal, 4 in the middle.
Yep. Points to an
And those
8.
are... That's a green and white, in case it matters.
So that's... We're at 2 right now. Oh, damn. Never mind.
1, 3, 4.
Raiding. Welcome, Raiders. Raid.
Hey, Wacky Tabix Taverners.
It's supposed to
Tabaxi
come
Taverners.
up with a, the little, like...
The rainbow?
Yeah.
Don't know.
Something.
We are playing The Shining Escape from the Overlook Hotel game. We are playing through Act 1. There it is.
Poorly. We're playing through it poorly.
We're playing through it poorly. Everyone hydrate.
Everyone hydrate.
Single serving
I will
size.
continue to work on it. Yeah. This is tough. This is a tough puzzle. I still think I'm on the right path by covering 2.
He needs something physical to manipulate. Yeah, I was going to do it with...
Ooh,
So,
The Shining, yeah.
If you guys want to take a screenshot of that, now's your time to do it. Because I'm about to steal it.
No, I'm stealing it.
Okay, you're stealing it.
No, you're stealing it.
No.
And
I'm
we
just
think
gonna
it
look at
needs to be green.
So, yeah, because the switchboard, we're trying to reach Danny, the sun. We assume that we need the colors from 003. We're not certain of that. However, one of these noteboard things said that, hey, make sure that 003 gets cleaned up before the Torrance family gets here. Hey, Danny's in the apartment, in the room, whatever.
Target should be 1, 2, 4, 5, 7 because those are the only numbers with at least 4 instances.
Well, here's the catch. You can have two
things pointing at the
same number. So there's a huge catch.
We need to see the other one.
The other one what?
Can you put the other board up for me?
This other board?
Yeah,
I was just showing that the green, red, blue, white numbers might be the correct ones. To where you've got green number green, and red number red, no matter what you're pointing to.
We don't know if they have to point to the same number or if their numbers all add up to a specific number.
So I'll read the rules in the quote-unquote operations manual.
Right.
They're intentionally vague. Each connector has 3 holes and an arrow. I'll put one of them up for an example. When all 4 connectors are placed correctly at the same time without overlapping, the center hole values need to equal 0. There are 4 of these little Dumaflitchies. There are 4 of them that we are trying to do, and they can all point, to whatever, as long as the center hole values need to equal 0. Then look at the visible number each arrow is pointing to in order to make a connection. Now, if it's all the same value, that's easy. We know how to deal with that according to the game rules. If they are different numbers, we assume that we sum them. We're not sure. But yeah, it's intentionally vague. So I'm going to pull these away. I am going to start writing down.
You can take a picture of it with your phone.
But then I can't manipulate it.
Okay.
This pen is out. Excuse me. Throw it in the trash pile. At least I hope it hit the trash pile.
No, it went on the couch.
Did it?
Yeah.
Wow, that seems good.
Bounced off the table that we put up this folding table because we're in the middle of a game before we started the live stream. Thank you for following Noah. That's awesome. The Alpha Geek.
Woohoo!
Yeah, we set up the Lost Ruins of Arnak. Learning that. And we'll play that on the stream sometime soon, I'm sure.
So I'm going to pull this off for a second. I need to see these really quickly.
So, yeah, this puzzle. Ooh. Noah the Alpha Geek is now hosting. Thank you. That's awesome. The little star dude is dancing. He's so cute.
What?
You don't see the star that's dancing?
Oh, yeah. That's awesome.
It's supposed to do that when people are raiding, too. I don't know why it doesn't do that.
Maybe you messed it up.
I probably did. I'm really good at messing things up. Sweet. And it's supposed to do that if you cheer with a bit of 1 or more. Arnak. It's A-R-N-A-K. Talking a weird voice, Michael.
Nurse Ratched pisses me off. So that's Jack Nicholson.
Okay.
So, open the gosh darn door, Wendy. Open it, Wendy. So, I was doing all of those weird voices earlier. So, -8 points towards a 1. I am thinking they're all going to point to the same number, and they're going to be... I don't know. Those colors. So I'm working on that right now.
I think it has to do with these paper clips still.
You do that.
I don't know how.
You it's all you.
It just seems funny that they're all the same colors.
You do.
You have an arrangement that sums to 0. Well, what do the numbers that they are pointing to sum to? We could try it, but I'm also wondering, I think it has to be a green blank green sum to 0. Like the middle number, green, something green, red, something red. Whether or not it points to a red, that's something else. I don't know. I think it does. I mean, that's, you know, if I was making a puzzle, that's what I would want to do. The best impressions are the ones you have to explain. Are you still working on this puzzle? Yeah, well, yes. It's so hard.
We can get a hint.
You know what? Oh yeah, we could get a hint.
But yeah, that will it'll cost you, Wendy.
Yeah. Well, maybe we need a hint.
It'll cost you dearly, Wendy.
I forgot we could get a hint.
I don't think it's going to help us any.
It might not. It'd be like
that's the catch.
It'll be like, look at the two colors that are on like, this switchboard.
What room are they in?
Oh, yeah. Then the next one will be like, look
what
at the
colors
two
are
colors
they?
of the switchboard. Dang it. You're probably right. Dang it.
We can look at it if you want, Wendy.
I think I found it for realsies this time. Get it straight. Tell us what to do. I'm just mocking you. I have no idea what it is.
No, she's mocking me.
It's Matt. It's Matt Midler.
Oh, you're mocking
Top
Matt?
Top row equals point back to the 1.
Hold on just a second. I'm 3 colors through. I need to...
All right, so that's a -5, Shrey. I've got you. What else?
What else?
Second row, point to that 1.
Blue.
So that would be 7.
Oh, crap. Oh, you can't do it this way.
7. So we're at +2. Third row. We would be
7.6
at 5. So we'd be at a total of 7. Fifth row. Horizontally point to the 1. Yeah, but that doesn't equal 0 unless I misdid it. Third row, the other one. Oh, there's another one. Oh, okay. Let's see.
So she's gonna place these dudes while I come to a code break slightly later than Shrey. 7, 7. Can't be either of those together.
-7.
10. Negative.
This.
Yep. 5.
All right, so we're at
5. -3. Nothing.
I think Shrey's onto something.
1. That's good. -1, -8. 5, -1, -2 is -3.
It does equal 0, Shrey, so.
I've got it.
Huzzah!
3.
Don't know if we're right.
No, 1, 1, 2.
So
1, 3, and the -4 and the 2. Or this 2.
Blue, white. Now, the thing that gets me, Shrey, is that we're not using any of the colors from that switchboard operator. Answer 1. Or do you think it's answer 4?
So, did you line them up?
I mean, I did.
Okay.
I did what Shrey did.
All right, let's see. Those are both white. Those are okay.
It does equal 0.
Those equal 0.
What's the worst that could happen is, well, we drink up. And we start losing lives.
We go through the... If we go to where there is not a journal entry, we draw one of these fantastic Drink Up Mr. Torrance cards. And at some point, it will end our game. So I was, excuse me, I was choking to death.
Yeah, I see that.
I think I have found it with the colors.
Okay.
I've messed this up somehow. -1 and 3 is 2. Yes, not this one. All right, I've got two different.
Show them on the board.
As soon as I find out if this works, because I don't know whether there is overlap or not. 4 pointing to 7.
Can we see Shrey's solution?
So what?
Can we see what happens with Shrey's solution?
I just pulled it off.
Okay.
I can put it back again.
It was just one. They were all pointing to 1.
They were all pointing to 1.
To a 1 number.
I'm sorry, I'm not sure I understand. They were all pointing to a 1 number.
Yeah.
I'm trying to recreate what you just had.
I can do it if you'd like.
I mean, I've got
okay, then just
the colors.
Okay.
I mean, we can go through it. I think I've lost. You're gonna have to scroll up, Steph. I can't.
I know it.
I'm at
if you want to see Shrey's,
no. Y'all do it.
No, just.
I'm really trying to get this.
Okay,
work through.
do your thing.
Because I've got it with the colors, with the numbers, but you're sort of fighting me a little bit here.
Well, they were asking to see Shrey's.
I understand that, not so I said to scroll, and then you didn't scroll, and then so I'm. Now I'm starting to get to the frustration point.
I see.
Rather than the enjoyment point.
Just do your thing.
Because I mean, I'll let you have it for like 30 minutes.
Okay.
So. I intentionally did not mess with your mojo. White pointing to a 4. There it is. White pointing to a 4. Blue. And if this turns out that I overlap, well, then we're back to square one, and that's fine. Blue pointing to a... I'm pointing to a 3, but it's inside a circle. But there is no overlap, so that's good. And then I've got 2 possible reds.
Yeah, Scooby-Doo is much easier than this. This is way more difficult.
So I would have an overlap on my red. Yeah, Scooby-Doo was much easier. So yeah, my solution does not work. So now Slacker Joe says he's got it. If you scroll up, I can put Shrey's back up. I was just trying to work with the numbers, but I did not know whether they overlapped because I didn't have the card.
Mm-hmm.
So, top row, point back at the 1. Top row, back at the 1. Second row, point forward to the 1. And this may be indeed what it is, regardless of color. Third row, point back to the 1. Fourth, fifth row, point horizontally, point towards the 1.
Yep.
5, 7, negative 7, 5. I'm going to put this answer up on the screen.
Yeah, Slacker, Joe. Thanks for joining. What solution do you think you have? I mean, we could try it with
all of these point to the 1.
The ones aren't in the right color, though several of them
are in the right color?
Aren't.
The the ones. Oh, the one of them is not in the right.
One
color.
of them is not in the right color. I was thinking that okay, maybe they're pointing to the right number, like right color, instead of using the right color. But even this solution didn't have them pointing to the right.
But maybe
color.
we are reading too much into this. But then again, maybe we're not. That's the catch. Maybe we don't know what room he's in, and we need to be looking at, for instance, other colors. I've only looked at the 003 colors. I haven't looked at any of the other colors.
That's true. He might not be in 003, but that's like so misleading.
Well, Shrey's solution, is it worth taking a Grady hit? Probably.
Well, Slacker Joe, do you have a solution that you think that you want us to look at?
So technically that would be, I'm still trying to find the map. It would be, if it is anything, if Shrey is right and it's a 1, it's 2103. But as soon as I look.
Well, we could try it. Why not?
Are we going to try it, guys? Who is for trying Shrey's solution? All right, we have Slacker Joe's solution here. Top row. Let's see what we have here. Top row, 1, 3, 4, -5, pointing 2. Okay. Second row, 6, 7, 2, 9, pointing at 3. 6, 7, 2, 9. But it would be the 7, 2, 9 part, pointing back at 3. Third row, 1, 1, -2, 5, pointing at 5. 1, 1, 2, 5, pointing back at 5. Seventh column, pointing up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Seventh column, pointing up to 5. So we've got 3 and 2 is 5, minus 2 is 3, plus 6 is 9. The middle columns do not add up to 0. The middle circles don't add up to 0. 1, 3, 4, -5, pointing 2. Second row, 6, 7, 2, 9, pointing 3. Third row, 1, 1, 2, 5, pointing at 5. 1, 1, -2, 5, pointing at 5. Seventh column, pointing up to 5. Yeah, that adds up to 9 in the middles. So I'm not sure what I've got wrong from what you have mentioned. Oops.
It's all good. It's worth trying.
It's all good, yeah. So if we're going to try Shrey's solution,
yeah, it'd be a 1, so.
All right, 2103. Take a Grady. It's not there.
No!
My girls, sir, they didn't care for the Overlook at first. One of them actually stole a packet of matches and tried to burn it down. But I corrected them, sir. And when my wife tried to prevent me from doing my duty, I corrected her, Grady says grimly. Wait a second. Did I not just do that one? Where's the other Grady cards?
Right there, face down.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yeah.
Okay, so what I'm trying to say is that we've already done a Grady card and I can't find that Grady.
That's it.
That's the one I just drew off the top.
Well, then you put it back. You showed people what it was and you probably put it back on top.
All right, well, I'll draw one more. I fear that you will have to deal with this matter in the harshest possible way, Mr. Torrance, says Grady in a matter-of-fact tone. I fear that is the only thing to do.
Only thing to do.
Why are you not maximized?
Maximized?
Yeah, your screen is
I don't know. Well, we could take a clue. I mean, we've been at this a while, so.
We've been at this a long while. All right.
True.
The clue. Switchboard room, puzzle 1. Hint 1. So. Oh, wait a second.
Are we doing it all wrong?
To use a hint. Then look up the code. Tony will point you in the right direction. Use the hints in order. Note that there may be penalties to using some of the hints.
Yeah. Likely.
If you already know the information in a hint, you do not need to flip a penalty card.
Okay.
So, who is for a hint?
I think I see lots of hands out there.
I don't see any hands yet. I was gonna keep looking at this real quick while we take the pulse of the room. 2, 6, 2, 7 minus 2, 5. Minus 4, 1, minus 8.
Yes, hint.
7 minus 2 is 5.
Minus 11.
Minus 1. Minus 2 is -3.
And plus 5.
Minus 1. Minus 7 is minus 8. 12.
Plus 4.
Maybe I missed one somewhere.
8. Plus -2, -9. 10, 4. We have to move on. I know, it's long. This is like long.
Okay.
Can you show the board with the colors in the rooms again? Yes, of course. Here you go.
So this one and this one. So
yeah, we're thinking it's 003 because that's where we think Danny
but we
is.
We don't know.
We don't know. It could be something else.
So I'm just gonna look at 2350. Your mom is trying to call you, Danny. You're in suite 003, says one of the girls from the other side of the door. Do you already have the specific code that allows you to call to that room number? It's in a manual somewhere. All right. Well, that would say we would be on the right track with the colors. But
I would say we already knew that. Is there another clue?
There's not a penalty associated with that.
Right.
There is another clue if you want to go down that step.
I think we have to. That wasn't anything we knew.
You're on the book.
I'm on the book. Oh, wall going down.
Actually, you're not on the book. Okay. Where did it go?
Where did it go?
3750. $37.50. When placing the connectors, ensure none of them go outside of the switchboard, exclaims Alexi, though Wendy cannot hear her. Flip over a Grady card.
No.
Fairly sure we knew that.
Yeah, we did know that.
So, I'm not flipping over a Grady card, because that's a poor hint.
That was not a great hint.
We have one more hint, and then the solution. So...
No flip.
That's no flip. That is some BS no flip action. All right, so the reason that is 003, it's got to have to do with the colors. It has to.
It has to, yeah.
So when I was writing down the combinations of stuff, and I probably missed one. I was trying to rush through them.
Maybe it has to point to a green one. I don't know.
It's green dot green. So take that as you will.
Yeah, I think it needs to go green dot green. I think the dot is what needs to equal 0.
I disagree, but you can look.
No, okay.
I don't mind you looking.
I don't know.
You can look.
We can just call it.
You can look if you want.
This game's too hard for us.
Well, I mean, if you have unlimited time, you can, search and search and search. Anyway, that's part of Act 1. So if you want to call it now, we can. That's fine.
I don't know.
I'm fine with it. It's already 10:40. Been streaming for 5 hours and 40 minutes.
On this puzzle for half of that. I'm just kidding.
Agreed.
Oh my god, we're so stumped and nobody knows.
There's also a green value for 3 pointing at a 2. The middle value 3 pointing at a 2.
On the sides.
For green. Let me see if I can find it again. And this might be where I've messed it up too. So I'm looking again for it. Oh yeah, just the first one, middle value 3 pointing at a 2. So green dash green, this first one is a 3 pointing at a 2. So I've got that one and this one, -4 pointing to 7. I've got -5 pointing to a 1 and negative. Did I have this one before? -5 pointing to a 5. Yeah, I had that one. And where's the other one? There's one other one somewhere. So yeah, there's this one this direction, -8 pointing to a 1. So those are the 5 different ways you can hit
green.
Green.
Yeah.
So, looking at red, I found 3 of them, and I did find a way that the middle numbers can equal 0, but you have an overlap with this red.
Right.
So, here's a red, 2 pointing to 3, 6 pointing to 9, 2 pointing to 8. Oh, did I miss?
No, it's in the middle. It needs to go red, blank, red,
so
blank.
it's red, blank, red this way and red, blank, red that way.
Yeah.
And so there's no solution on that one.
No, I know.
So I've come up with the only, and this red goes in opposite direction.
Right.
So those are the 3 solutions I came up with for red.
Right.
So for white, there's -2 pointing to a -3.
Yep.
There is a -7 pointing at a 1.
Over.
There is a 3 pointing to a 4. And there's one other.
-2
there's
pointing
a 5
to a
pointing
5.
to a -3 somewhere. Where?
No, -2 pointing to a 5.
Yeah, -2 pointing to a 5. Yes, that is correct. Where is that?
In the middle.
This way. -2 pointing to a 5. Those are the 4 things I found for white.
Yes, correct.
If someone else has another one, that would be fantastic.
I don't see that.
And blue, I found 3 things. Because these blues are in the middle, and they'll either point off the edge or off the edge.
That's not good.
That's no good.
Yeah.
We've got -1 pointing to a 3.
Yep.
We've got 7 pointing to a -8. And we've got 7 pointing to a 6.
Yep.
And if there is another one, that would be fantastic. So I'm just trying to add. I was just trying to add up all of the middle numbers. You see, I've got my green is this first one.
Oh
here.
yeah.
So I could add up 1 and -1 and 3 makes 2 minus 4 is -2 plus any of these 2's would be 0. But both of these reds would, at least when I first glanced, they were overlapped already. Unless I was mistaken. So that -4, 7, -4 pointing to 7 on green. Where is that? -4 pointing to 7 is there. The white 3 pointing to a 4. White 3 pointing to a 4. And that's going to cover up one of the directions of that red.
Yeah.
2 pointing to 8 is the other red. Oh, did I? Did I not check that one? Blue, -1.
This is the problem. This is the problem.
-1 going to a 3. No, it's not actually.
Really?
It's not, because it points to a number inside a circle, but there's no overlap.
Wow.
Yep, I think that might... That's what I started to find, but I only looked at the 2-3. I didn't look at the 2-8. So that could be a solution.
Could be. Let's see.
So 2 pointing to an 8. -1 pointing to the 3. 3 going to the 4. And the -4 going to a 7. So -1 and 3 is 2. -4 is -2, 2. Yes. So we have a 7, an 8, a 4, and a 3.
It's a big number, it's not.
Those are big numbers.
Well, that's not what we want.
That's not what we want.
Dang it.
So the question is that not the right way? Those are color use, but he said 7, 8, 9, 4. Oh no, this is pointing to the 3 inside.
Yeah.
If we flip it around, the arrows will be on the 9 and it will go off the board.
Right. Would not work.
Well, yeah. So here's the thing. So you're supposed to use, but you know what? If we just plug in those 4 into the book in that order, that might work. We've been looking for the same number so we could use. But I think we might just read the number.
The green one first and then the red one.
The green and then red, then blue, white, then blue?
Yeah.
Because that's the switchboard number. So it's 7, 8, 4, 3.
No, it goes blue, then white.
Oh, it is blue, then white. So, green, red, blue, white. 7, 8, 3, 4.
Yeah.
Well, let's look at that in the book.
Let's see what happens. We have to figure it out. I mean, we got a lot of smart people here.
This is ridiculous.
Uh-oh.
Because there is no U's. And look at that number, 7, 8, 3, 4. There is no U's. So the manual does not say, hey, you're going to find a number. Look at it up in the book. So I got a little bit of quibble to pick with this game. And it doesn't follow the other mechanics. Because it doesn't, nowhere in the instructions does it say, hey, if you find a 4-digit number, go for it.
I'm pretty sure Jack would have gotten out of the pantry by now.
No.
Yeah, likely. Well, we jammed that, tool in there really hard.
So,
what does it say?
This worked. Throw that into the paper pile.
We might need it.
Oh, we've got tons of extra paper. Have you looked in the paper pile?
I was a lot of paper.
And the floor. All right, let me...
Hey, guys, next part of the story.
Woo! 1 hour later.
Oh, my God.
That was the right path to do. I didn't have access to it. And when I did get access...
It was rushed.
It was rushed, and I left off that... you guys saw it. Steph saw me anyway.
I did.
I put in the red the wrong direction, and I was like, oh, it's locked out. Like an idiot.
Go the other way. Go the other way.
Yeah, I've got another way to use.
How about the other way?
Anyway. Wendy deftly puts the connectors into the correct sockets, and she hears the familiar sound of the call connecting. The phone rings, and Wendy trembles, fearing the worst. Hello? Danny inquires hesitantly. Danny, it's Mommy, Wendy exclaims, relieved. Mom, I'm locked in my room and I can't get out, he cries. And I keep getting Grady drinking.
Oh my God.
No, he didn't say that. Don't worry, honey. Mommy's coming to get you. I'm trying my best to get to you. Mom, wait. Tony wants to talk to you, Danny says to his mom before she hangs up. Hello, Mr. Torrance, Danny says in Tony's frog-like voice. Tony, can you put Danny back on, please? Says Wendy patiently, trying to humor her son. Continued on page 9. Check the bulletin board, Mrs. Torrance, Tony says cryptically. Suddenly, Danny's voice returns to normal. Tony's gone, Mom. He says to hurry up. Come get me, please. I will. You hang tight, Doc. I'll be there faster than the Roadrunner, okay? Wendy says, tears forming in her eyes. Gotta go, hun, she says as she disconnects the plugs and the line goes dead. Reveal card 25. What are you doing?
I gotta take pictures, otherwise it never happened.
It never happened. Reveal card 25.
25.
Woo! Remove cards 10, 12, and 30.
Oh my god. Made
I'm
progress.
Assuming.
And whoever's still here are your troopers.
Both of you are troopers.
All three of you are troopers.
How many are still here?
We have 14, so
woo! That's awesome.
Some people are hanging around to hear us
all right,
suffer through
I need cards.
puzzle.
Well, all right, there's 10, 12, and 30. You know where I'm putting these? Someone give me a toilet flush. It's actually a really good puzzle.
I like the puzzle, and I was on the right track from the beginning. It's just a matter of doing it.
Me too.
Right.
I wanted to give you guys a chance to solve it, so that's what you do. All right, take 25.
Yeah.
Return the connectors to envelope 2.
All right.
Boom.
Envelope.
We can do that. Hey, Slackfish, thanks for subscribing.
Thank you.
It.
That's amazing.
Yeah, for those of you who don't know about free Prime subscriptions.
Oh, yeah.
Plus, it's no longer September.
It's not no longer September.
So if you are an Amazon Prime member, speaking of which, for Prime Day, I need to buy some gift certificates so I can get a free $10. If you're a Prime member, you could link your Amazon account and your Twitch account because Amazon owns Twitch, so it's okay. They already own all your information.
That means
anyway.
We're going to be here for the rest of eternity.
Well, at least for the rest of Prime Day, anyway. You can link your Amazon and Twitch accounts together, and then you will get one free subscription on Twitch every month. You have to manually re-up it every month, but hey, that's a good way to support channels that you love, maybe like this one. And though with that recent gameplay, I'm not sure you want to subscribe to us. No, anyway. That'll actually give Steph real world money and won't cost you a thing because one free subscription is included with every Prime membership.
Each month. That's
every
awesome.
month, one free every month. So you could change it around, or you could just do this over and over and over again.
Prime Day ends in 3 hours, 5 minutes.
Here it ends in about an hour and a half, unfortunately. So I have to get some $50 in gift certificates to get a free $10 credit. So that's something that I'm going to do before midnight happens here. So I mean, we get so many things from Amazon. I had to get a Prime subscription. So and then
you get
the Prime
free
Video
TV shows and,
and
music. We use
Amazon
the
Prime
music
Video
all the time.